electronic pulse, a powerful medicine that will cure any falls in pulse. We don't need a map or a permanent address. We just want the freedom that our bodies can express. The campfire is burning with a high voltage blue flame. We are rewriting every single rule inside the game. The generational rhythm is beginning to align. You cannot trap the motion of this wild gypsy soul. We are wandering through dimensions out of anyone's control. An independent spirit painted in a modern urban shade, living in a sanctuary that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the ancient magic refuses to ever fade. Traditional hand clouds hitting hard against the techno snare, a beautiful juxtaposition hanging in the cool night air. Your ancestors are whispering secrets in my open ear, removing every single fragment of the temporary fear. We are crossing borders without showing any passport sign, erasing every single artificial territorial line. The dembo rhythm is a horse that we ride into the dark, leaving behind a long trail of supernatural spark. The campfire is burning with a high voltage blue flame. We are rewriting every single rule inside the game. The generational rhythm is beginning to align. Guitar, we're wandering together through a historical labyrinth. Two cultures merging in a beautiful explosion, shaking up the dust that has been buried in the ground. Strip away the heavy drums, let the vocal layers climb, a temporary suspension of the ordinary time. Listen to the melismatic runs echoing inside the space, bringing a spiritual intensity to this crowded place. You cannot trap the motion of this wild gypsy soul. We are wandering through dimensions out of anyone's control. An independent spirit painted in a modern urban shade, living in a sanctuary that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the ancient magic refuses to ever fade. The caravan disappears into the early morning mist, leaving a lingering frequency that nothing can resist. Just the echo of a castanet upon the cyber street. Our journey is complete. Pack the heavy suitcase and we throw away the rusted key. There is an open highway stretching out into the stormy sea. I am tired of the drama and the rules they try to make, counting every single promise that they always used to break. Tearing down the rear view mirror so we never look behind. No more heavy expectations hanging in the open mind. We are moving like a bullet that is cutting through the air, living for the present moment without a single care. The past is just a shadow that is melting in the sun, a brand new definition of a life that has begun. We press the pedal downward and we never think to run. We are driving through the storm with absolutely no regrets, leaving all the history and all the heavy debts. Yesterday is buried in the dust along the track. We are moving forward and we are never turning back. Ooh, we strike ahead. and watch the architecture turn to smoke. I am finally waking up from the synthetic spell you spoke. You built a wooden pathway stretching out across the dark abyss. But did you really think the future would be saved by this? Gasoline droplets falling on the digital connection line. We are erasing every single fragment of your old design. No longer looking backward at the structures we have left behind. Just focusing the raw momentum of an independent mind. The chemical reaction is beginning to accelerate fast. There is no physical way to reconnect us to the past. The embers are flying upward into the heavy midnight sky. We are burning all the bridges down under the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in the crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the yellow flames incinerate the heavy cable ties. Your electronic warnings are dissolving in the massive heat as the sub-bass frequencies begin to pulverize the street. A high voltage current cutting straight into the fragile bone, leaving you completely isolated in your critical zone. The Dembo is an engine that is driving through the burning town, tearing every single artificial monument completely down. Castanets are snapping like the cracking of a splitting beam, living up the jagged edges of an industrial dream. The chemical reaction is beginning to accelerate fast. There is no physical way to reconnect us to the past. The embers are flying upward into the heavy midnight sky. We are burning all the bridges down under the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in the crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. That the synthesis is scream like a mechanical beast in pain, washing away the memory of yesterday's synthetic brain. Two separate audio signals separating forever tonight, disappearing completely out of each other's visual sight. Silence the melodies completely, let the sub-bass growl. Listen to the cybernetic monster on the industrial prowl. Just a single hand clap echoing inside the empty dome, finding a temporary sanctuary where we can feel it whole. We are burning all the bridges down under the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in the crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the yellow flames incinerate the heavy cable ties. The ashes are settling down as the morning sun appears. We have completely incinerated the memory of our fears. Just a black residue lying on the concrete floor. There's no connection anymore. Da 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 da. Deciphering the matrix symbols on the mark. monitor screen, trying to figure out exactly what the combinations mean. You whisper algorithms that are confidential and deep, a collection of information that I promise to keep. Hack into the mainframe of the corporate tower tonight, turning every single security camera to the right. We are the raw definition of an independent force, steering this momentum on a very dangerous course. The firewall is breaking under pressure from the base, erasing every single data point inside this place. The download is running at a terrifying speed. We are unlocking the secret code under the neon glare, a digital rebellion floating in the heavy air. No password can protect you from the rhythm in the vein, an absolute corruption of the ordinary brain. Ooh, watch how the encryption keys dissolve inside the rain. Your touch is like a virus eating through the heavy steel, altering the frequency of everything I feel. A high voltage current cutting straight into the bone, a kingdom built of glass upon a temporary throne. The Dembo has a venom that is spreading through the system, counting all the casualties but nobody will miss them. Synthetic palpitations hidden perfectly on time, a structural synchronization of an urban cyber crime. Firewall is breaking under pressure from the base, erasing every single data point inside this place. The download is running at a terrifying speed. We are unlocking the secret code under the neon glare, a digital rebellion floating in the heavy air. No password can protect you from the rhythm in the vein, an absolute corruption of the ordinary brain. Let the brass section just do it inside the microphone. We are building an empire on a shattered crystal throne. Two forces colliding like a bullet hitting steel, making absolutely sure the final impact is something we can feel. Hit the melodies completely, let the sub-bass growl. Listen to the electronic monster on the prowl. Just die, synthetic copy ticking on the steady grid, releasing all the data that the dirty water. We are unlocking the secret code under the neon glare, a digital rebellion floating in the heavy air. No password can protect you from the rhythm in the vein, an absolute corruption of the ordinary brain. Ooh, watch how the encryption keys dissolve inside the rain. The screens are going black as the morning sun appears. We have completely pulverized the memory of our fears, just a broken sequence on the urban street. The hack is complete. A hollow acoustic space inside an empty terminal. The frequency of our devotion is purely chemical. I can hear the reverberations bouncing off the wall, an architectural reminder of a beautiful fall. Tracing all the signals that you broadcast through the air, a microscopic current moving through my heavy hair. We don't need a telephone to understand the code. We are setting up a satellite along the gravel road. The sonic waves are rippling across the dark floor, making every single speaker down here demand for more. The countdown has started, close your open eyes. We are chasing echoes of passion through the cyberspace, trying to find a memory that time cannot erase. A powerful vibration that is locked inside the grid, revealing all the beautiful things that the darkness hid. Ooh, let the heavy sub-bass shake like an ancient videotape, planning out a permanent and beautiful escape. No longer hiding behind a perfectly polished screen, showing everybody down here what the raw emotions mean. The dembo rhythm hits like an industrial machine, cutting through the static of a television screen. Castanets are snapping like an electronic clock, time is standing perfectly frozen on the rock. There's a rippling across the dark floor, making every single speaker down here demand for more. The countdown has started, close your open eyes. We are chasing echoes of passion through the cyberspace, trying to find a memory that time cannot erase. The powerful vibration that is locked inside the grid, revealing all the beautiful things that the darkness hid. But the synthesis is scream like a digital bird of prey, washing all the normal human limitations right away. Two different audio signals merging in a perfect blend, a beautiful connection that will never have an end. Silence the percussion, let the sub-frequencies hum, waiting for the mechanical resurrection to come. Just a single hand clap echoing inside the empty dome, finding a temporary sanctuary where we can feel at home. We are chasing echoes of passion through the cyberspace, trying to find a memory that time cannot erase. A powerful vibration that is locked inside the grid, revealing all the beautiful things that the darkness hid. Ooh, let the heavy sub-bass shake the foundations of our life. The frequencies are dying as the morning light breaks through, the audio connection fading out away from you. Just a lingering static on the electronic street. The transmission is complete. Walking through the fog inside an empty corridor, tracing all the footprints that we left upon the floor. Every single word we spoke is singing like a cloud, a quiet conversation that has grown too long and loud. Candles burning downward in the puddles on the stone, an architectural reminder that we are completely alone. You can keep the silver keys that open up the past. We always knew a fantasy like this could never last. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the code. A vinyl bitter melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after a ghost before the morning hours start. The bass line is a hollow sound that echoes in the chest, a powerful reminder that the spirit cannot rest. Your profile is a phantom painted on the concrete wall, a beautiful illusion that is waiting for the fall. A heavy footsteps echoing across the empty square. I can feel the static of your presence in the air. No longer looking backward at the damage we have made, just watching how the colors of the panoramic fade. The midnight code is cutting through the fabric of the code. A final bitter melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Like they synthesize as we beneath the heavy tribal kick. The seconds on the wrist, watch them moving far too quick. Two entities dissolving in a pool of purple ink, standing on the precipice and looking at the brink. Strip the orchestration down to just a single string. Listen to the sorrow us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after a ghost before the morning hours start. The silhouettes are fading as the streetlights turn away. Nothing but the emptiness inside the early gray. Just the shadow of a dancer on the concrete floor. We don't live here anymore. Disconnect the optical cables and turn off the master generator switch. We are ending the simulation without leaving a single glitch. You hold a frozen hand out into the falling synthetic snow, a final confirmation that it is time for us to let go. The monitor screens are flickering out their last pale blue ray. We are watching all the complicated technological algorithms. Oh wait, no longer searching for a backup file inside the memory bank. Our connection has bottomed out and completely sank. The system software is corrupt and starting to expire. Every single output channel is catching on fire. The countdown timer is flashing its terminal zero tonight. We are waving our last goodbye under the dying neon glare. A beautiful dissolution floating in the quiet midnight air. No data packets left to transmit across the empty sea. An absolute liberation for the spirit of you and me. Ooh, watch how the final frequency fades into eternity. Your voice is a low distortion dissolving in the analog hiss. A tragic termination that we always knew would come to this. An architectural collapse of a highly expensive design, erasing every single data point of your life and mine. The heavy dembo rhythm slows its pace down to a crawl, like a tired mechanical heartbeat waiting for the final fall. Castanets are ringing out a solemn funeral march in the dark, watching the very last emitter lose its electrical spark. The system software is corrupt and starting to expire. Every single output channel is catching on fire. The countdown timer is flashing its terminal zero tonight. We are waving our last goodbye under the dying neon glare. A beautiful dissolution floating in the quiet midnight air. No data packets left to transmit across the empty sea. An absolute liberation for the spirit of you and me. Let the sub-bass groan like a giant machine, shutting down, spreading a deep silence all across the abandoned town. Two distinct frequencies separating forever into the black. We are crossing the outer boundary and never turning back. Silence the orchestration completely, let the grid line erase. No artificial text is left inside this cold industrial space. Just a raw acoustic braid hanging in the empty room, accepting the peace that comes right after the boom. We are waving our last goodbye under the dying neon glare. A beautiful dissolution floating in the quiet midnight air. No data packets left to transmit across the empty sea. An absolute liberation for the spirit of you and me. Ooh, watch how the final frequency fades into eternity. And the main power grid is completely dead and black. complete. Walking through the fog inside an empty corridor, tracing all the footprints that we left upon the floor. Every single word we spoke is hanging like a cloud, a quiet conversation that has grown too long and loud. Candles burning downward into puddles on the stone, an architectural reminder that we are completely alone. Keep the silver keys that open up the past. We always knew a fantasy like this could never last. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the cup. A final bit of melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after ghosts before the morning hours start. The bass line is a hollow sound that echoes in the chest, a powerful reminder that the spirit cannot rest. Your profile is a phantom painted on the concrete wall, a beautiful illusion that is waiting for the fall. Heavy cause it's echoing across the empty square. I can feel the static of your presence in the air. No longer looking backward at the damage we have made, just watching all the colors of the panoramic fade. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the coat. A final bit of melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch this separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Let the simple scissor weep beneath the heavy tribal kick. The seconds on the wristwatch are moving far too quick. Two entities dissolving in a pool of purple ink, standing on the precipice and looking at the brink. Strip the orchestration down to just a single strain. Listen to the sorrow that the minor chords can bring. No rhythm syncopation, just a roar across space, raising every single line from your familiar face. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after ghosts before the morning hours start. The silhouettes are fading as the streetlights turn away. Nothing but the emptiness inside the early gray. Just the shadow of a dancer on the concrete floor. We don't live here anymore. Walk bare feet across the shards of a shattered crystal sphere. I can see the microscopic fragments fractures looking very clear. You built a house of mirrors just to magnify your face, but look at how the heavy bass line obliterates the space. Sharp fragments flying upward like a kinetic display. We are sweeping all the dangerous reminders right away. No longer hiding behind a perfectly polished screen, showing everybody down here what the raw emotions mean. The surface is cracking under the pressure of the kick. The seconds on the electronic timer move too quick. We step up on the record, just the walls begin to fall. We are dancing on broken glass under the flashing strobe, shaking up the foundations of this fragile little globe. No longer looking for a perfect reflection in the stream, living out the jagged edges of a terrifying dream. How the sharp slivers catch the lasers and gleam. An architectural disaster happening inside the room, turning every single plastic ornament into a tomb. Yeah, we were hollow vessels and they couldn't take the hit. Now you're sitting in the rubble trying to make sense of it. Industrial friction scraping hard against the concrete floor. We're smashing every window and destroying every door. The Dembo is a hammer that we used to break the mold, tearing down the artificial definitions we were told. The surface is cracking under the pressure of the kick. The seconds on the electronic timer move too quick. We step up on the wreckage as the walls begin to fall. We are dancing on broken glass under the flashing strobe, shaking up the foundations of this fragile little globe. No longer looking for a perfect reflection in the stream, living out the jagged edges of a terrifying dream. Let the brass section distort inside the microphone. We are building a rebellion on a shattered crystal throne. Two forces colliding like a bullet hitting steel, making absolutely sure the final impact is something we can feel. Mute the chorus completely, let the metal testers grind, leaving all the digital safety nets far behind. Listen to the sonic crunch hitting on the rhythmic grid, exposing all the dirty little secrets that the glass is. We are dancing on broken glass under the flashing strobe, shaking up the foundations of this fragile little globe. No longer looking for a perfect reflection in the stream, living out the jagged edges of a terrifying dream. Ooh, watch how the sharp slivers catch the lasers and gleam. The dust is settling down as the morning light appears. We have completely pulverized the memory of our fears. Just a pile of silica shining on the urban street. The demolition is complete. Break the heavy padlocks hanging on the iron gate. We are no longer willing to sit patiently and wait. They built a reservation out the digital code, but we are setting dynamite along the gravel road. Unleash the heavy pressure that was building in the tank, no longer giving credit to the titles or the rank. We are the raw definition of an independent force, steering this momentum on a dangerous course. The temperature is flashing in the critical red zone. We are setting up an empire that we can call our own. The absolute rebellion is beginning to arrive. We are totally untamed tonight, running through the streets, shaking up the pavement with these heavy urban beats. No collar on the neck and no restriction on the mind, leaving all the artificial history behind. Ooh, watch the wild electricity completely unbind. A raw acoustic thunder hitting straight into the town. We are tearing every single corporate monument down. No hesitation visible inside the open eye. We are riding our independence way up in the sky. The Dembo is a weapon that we used to break the cage, an organic manifestation of a beautiful rage. Casting nets and snapping like a predatory jaw. We are living far beyond the boundaries of law. The the critical red zone. We are setting up an empire that we can call our own. The absolute rebellion is beginning to rise. We are totally untamed tonight, running through the streets, shaking up the pavement with these heavy urban beats. No collar on the neck and no restriction on the mind, leaving all the artificial history behind. Let the brass section explode inside the crowded space. We are setting up a very fast and terrifying pace. Two wild animals escaping from the urban zoo, showing everybody what the independent do. No chorus, no synths, just the maximum the drum, waiting for the chaotic euphoria to come. Listen to the heavy wooden sticks hitting on the rim. The chance of saving sanity is growing very slim. We are totally untamed tonight, running through the streets, shaking up the pavement with these heavy urban beats. No collar on the neck and no restriction on the mind, leaving all the artificial history behind. Ooh, watch the wild electricity completely unbind. But the gates are lying broken as the morning sun appears. We have washed away the memory of all the heavy fears, untamed and free forever under the open sky. Watch the old world die. Step inside the heavy smoke where the mirrors never lie. I can see the neon shadows reflecting in your eyes. You talk about the fortune and the price you had to pay, but the glitter on your fingers is washing right away. Tacones sound like thunder on the cold marble floor. You keep building up the walls, but I'm searching for the door. No diamond in the kingdom can replace the breath of youth. Behind the golden curtain, we are running from the truth. The rhythm pulls us deeper into the velvet snare, a beautiful illusion hanging in the air. We dance until the morning breaks the spell. We are trapped in golden chains tonight, heavy and bright, chasing after ghosts under the flashing light. Break the heavy iron, let the heartbeat spin. Where the luxury ends is where we finally begin. We'll break the chains, let the fire out within. Count the silver coins that you traded for a spark. Now you are wandering alone through the high and dark. A penthouse in the sky cannot warm a freezing soul. When the music stops playing, you lose all control. I'm sweating as a heavy dembo starts to climb. We are wasting all our youth, just trading steps with time. Castanets are ringing out a warning in the dark. Every single gemstone is missing its soul spark. The rhythm pulls us deeper into the velvet snare, a beautiful illusion hanging in the air. We dance until the morning breaks the spell. We are trapped in golden chains tonight, heavy and bright, chasing after ghosts under the flashing light. Break the heavy iron, let the heartbeat spin. Where the luxury ends is where we finally begin. Bailando in the cage of our own design, where the expensive champagne tastes like bitter wine. Two worlds colliding in a dangerous design. Let the baseline crush the borders of the ripping down the armor, leaving it behind. No more status symbols hiding in the mind, just the raw percussion pounding in the chest. Let the heavy drums take care of all the rest. We are trapped in golden chains tonight, heavy and bright, chasing after ghosts under the flashing light. Break the heavy iron, let the heartbeat spin. Where the luxury ends is where we finally begin. Oh, break the chains, let the fire out within.